Students take out billions of dollars in loans every year. But did you know there are plenty of scammers trying to steal some of the cash from students?
According to the Federal Trade Commission, people aged 20 to 29 are among the most frequent victims of scams. And here to talk about it is financial professor Robert Baltzell from RLB Financial. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a
Appreciate
pleasure.
that.
Thank you for having me.
Who would think that college kids would be being scammed? Why is that?
Well, a lot of times it's the first time they're out on their own, right? And they're kind of usually naive when it comes to money, so it makes them easy targets for scammers.
Wow. Well, it's very worrying. You were just talking about you have two girls going into college.
Exactly. Oh, scary.
Yeah, and let's talk about this, Robert. You have the top 5 common scams that are going after college students. Can we take a look at them? You can see them right there.
Yeah.
The bogus student tax.
The first is a bogus federal student tax. And what the scammers will do, will call the student or email them and say, mostly calling, and they'll say, hey, we're from the IRS, you owe us a federal student tax, which doesn't exist, right? So then they'll also build some legitimacy because they'll have some sort of personal information about them, so it makes them look legitimate. And then also they'll do this spoofing where their caller ID will look like they're calling from the federal government.
Wow, that is scary. And kids
Gosh.
would be like, oh, dear, I better pay that.
No kidding. And
They'll even threaten to
now
call the police on them.
Wow. Well, quickly, let's talk about the tuition scam.
Yeah, the tuition scam. They will call up like they're from the college and they're from the administration, and they'll say, you owe us for tuition, and they'll scare them, and they'll say, if you don't pay us right now with a credit card, you're going to have your classes dropped.
Wow, good to know. Wow, let's talk about the fake credit cards.
Yeah, fake credit card applications. Students are already besieged with credit card applications. They'll do it fake. They'll get online offers. They'll get email offers. At events on school, they'll get offers. Don't ever fill out your personal information in public. You're just making yourself an ID theft, a victim of ID theft at that point.
And what about false rental listings?
Yeah, this is most students are traveling to come into school. So what they'll do is they'll be looking for apartments, and they will put a false apartment listing. It won't even exist. It might not be theirs. And then the student, without seeing it, will put a deposit down on it, and then it's gone. You'll never find it again.
My daughter almost did that.
Gosh, I'm like, I feel like I did that. Oh, no. I mean, it didn't get scammed.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
And then friendly fraud. What is that? Their friends ripping them off? What is that?
Yes, that's fraud, somebody you know. You know, a lot of students will live in a dorm, and there'll be a lot of people there. They feel safe. It's their home away from home. And there'll be a lot of people in there they know and they don't know. And so, be safe with your documents. Keep them locked up in a secure place so that you don't be a victim of friendly fraud.
Wow. And lastly, can we ask you, what can parents do or adults do to help their kids from not being scammed?
Well, first, it's just educate them. Sit down and talk about these scams right here. Teach them about accessing their credit cards or their bank statements through public Wi-Fi. Don't do that. Educate them on making proper passwords with different types of symbols and letters and forms. Just education.
All right, I'm going to do that when I get home. Both daughters are going away next month. So, Robert Baltzell, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Maybe you'll save some kids a lot of grief.
I hope so.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you for having me in.